Let's say you just bought a house. Bad news is, you're one step closer to becoming your parents. You'll proudly mow the lawn, ask if anybody noticed you mowed the lawn, tell people to stay off the lawn, compare it to your neighbor's lawn, and complain about having to mow the lawn again. Good news is, it's easy to bundle home and auto through Progressive and save on your car insurance, which, of course, will go right into the lawn. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company, affiliates, and other insurers. Discount not available in all states or situations.
Welcome back to Mysterious Goings On, or if this is your first time, welcome to Mysterious Goings On. Chapter 11. That sounds like a bankruptcy proceeding. Hopefully this little episode won't leave you feeling bankrupt of the time you spent listening. Well, this is a little different. Not in the studio today. I am obviously, as you can tell probably by the sound quality, out and about. And I'm running a few errands here. And trying to get out of a hardware store, a very large hardware store parking lot, after getting the things that go along with being a homeowner in springtime, which means I needed some weed killer and I needed some seed for some bare spots in my grass. Because after a couple of years of having a groundskeeper kind of deal, a landscaping company come mow my grass, that kind of thing, I'm taking it all back. In fact, I also got a new lawnmower, too. And you're going, well, gee, Alex, and by the way, I'm Alex Greenwood, your host, also known as J. Alexander Greenwood, author of the John Pilate Mystery Series. But you're probably thinking, gee, Alex, why do I care about you running errands and you talking about doing lawn work? Well, that's the whole key of today's brief chapter. For all you writers out there, I'm very interested about writers and their process and my process, and I have found that I need time to be ruminative. I believe that's the word, to ruminate. I need time when I'm not staring at a computer screen or tempted by the internet or work or people. I need time, as corny as it sounds, to get back to the earth, to get back to the soil. And since I'm not a farmer, even though we do have a little garden as well, that's another thing we do, I do enjoy, believe it or not, mowing my own lawn and taking care of my lawn. Part of it because, pride of where you live, you want your house to look good and all that stuff. But I also just enjoy the sheer switched off notion of, when I say switched off, my brain is not switched on when I'm doing that. It's pretty simple. Turn on the electric mower, mow the grass, kill a few weeds. It's whatever you got to do. Make sure there's no trash, etc., etc. It's a good hour every week when I can do nothing but something physical. I also go to the gym several times a week, and that also is a good time for this. But what's really beneficial for me when I get to doing those things is just that my mind can just free associate and wander. Now, often I will fill the gaps in that time with a podcast, listening to another podcast, or listening to music. Listening to podcasts is a great way to pass the time, but it kind of destroys the ruminative process because either the podcast completely crowds out my time to kind of free associate and think and get ideas for my writing, or I totally waste time listening to the podcast because I don't really hear what the podcaster's saying because I'm so in my own head thinking about my own stuff. What I try to do is probably just put music on more than anything else while I'm doing these tasks and when I'm at the gym too. I find that that's when a lot of the stuff that's been bubbling in my subconscious kind of pops out. Now, often it'll pop out in dreams, of course. But I've found that doing manual labor around the house, even house cleaning for that matter during the winter, when I can't get out, just vacuuming the carpets and doing the dishes and the laundry, that kind of thing. All those tasks that are what I would call low mentality, they don't take up a lot of brain power. They free up the mind and the subconscious, at least in my case. I've had some ideas that have come out of nowhere when I've been zapping weeds or finishing up mowing the lawn or similar kinds of things. Also, it's kind of funny too, occasionally a lot of these things I do, like when I used to run a lot, that became a characteristic of John Pilate, the lead character in my series. He became a runner about the same time I did. I thought this is a good thing for him because, one, he wants to get healthy and quit smoking, but also when he's running, it gave his alter ego, Simon, more opportunities to attack him or contact him or assail him, because there's really nowhere else for him to go when he's running, especially if he's not listening to music on his iPod or something like that. So, not a whole lot about that other than just that thought of, sometimes in order for the work to happen and sometimes for discoveries to happen, you need to open up your mind by doing things that don't require a lot of thought. Now, maybe that is the least original thing you've heard about writing in years. I don't know, but it's just something I wanted to express while I was out and about today and thinking about writing. And I'm on the horns of a bit of a dilemma right now with some of my writing, and that's why it was kind of freeing for me to contact my landscaper and say, hey, look, you're great, but I'm going to go ahead and take care of my own business from now on. It wasn't just because of that. Part of it's landscapers are expensive, and I just realized when I did the cost benefit that I can mow my own darn lawn. Anyway, that's all I have for you this week. I know, short and sweet, right? Don't forget, if you have questions for me and my frequent guest, Jason McIntyre, we're on the Twitter. I'm at @A_Greenwood. He's at Jason C. McIntyre. You can get a hold of him. Don't forget that. If you listened to our last episode, we'd love to hear your questions about writing or comments. Also, don't forget to visit my main website, pilatescross.com. That's PILATESCROSS.com. And, of course, all of the John Pilate Mystery Series and all my work is available on Amazon, iTunes or iBook Store, Barnes & Noble, Smashwords, all the usual places in paperback and an ebook. So please check them out. I love it, and please leave a review of my books if you like them. And one last request, please leave a review of Mysterious Goings On podcast. It takes 30 seconds, just where you if you subscribe on iTunes, just go to the page where you subscribed, click a few stars, put in a sentence about why you like the show. Sound good? Well, all right. Again, I'm Alex Greenwood. Until next time, keep reading.
Hi, it's Jamie, Progressive number 2 employee. Leave a message at the... Hey, Jamie, it's me, Jamie. This is your daily pep talk. I know it's been rough going ever since people found out about your a cappella group, Mad Harmony, but you will bounce back. I mean, you're the guy always helping people find coverage options with the Name Your Price tool. It should be you giving me the pep talk. Now get out there, hit that high note, and take Mad Harmony all the way to nationals this year! Sorry, it's pitchy.
Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Price and coverage match limited by state law.
And now, an ad from Dad.
All right, save money on car insurance when you bundle home and auto with Progressive. Can I take these off? All right. What is this? This looks good. Wow, that's well made. Where did you get this? I'm talking to you with the hair. Yeah, where did you get this? It's good stuff. That's solid. That's not veneer, that's solid stuff.
Progressive can't save you from becoming your parents, but we can save you money when you bundle home and auto. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company, affiliates, and other insurers. Discounts not available in all states or situations.